act of pulling through requires some core and oblique activation. So you're targeting quite a bit of the abs. Going for 10 each side. So today I'm starting the video off with a little workout during lunchtime. So the sun's going to be down later and I want to get some sunlight, and during my lunch hour I'm going to take around 30 minutes, which is right now, to do like a short workout, just to get but a short intense workout to get a lot of sunlight in and also get my heart rate going and burn more calories for the day. So for the workout, I'm just doing something really simple. I'm going to do 10 360s on each side. And I'm going to superset that with 10 snatches. Switching sides. Going to do 10 sets of this and then on to the main workout later. Park today, but at a different part of the park. In yesterday's video I had mentioned that I haven't been doing stuff like sled as often as I should. So I'm on the hill that I usually work out at, and yeah, I have my 35-pound kettlebell attached to my dip belt, and I'm going to walk backwards up the hill for the first exercise. So earlier during lunch I had done the 10 sets of 10 snatches and steel mace 360s. So I kind of want to keep a cardio pattern with today's or with the remainder of the workout too. So yeah, I'm just going to do back-to-back sets of this along with the kettlebell and steel mace movement once I reach the top. With the incline of the hill, it's although it's just a 35-pound kettlebell that's attached, it makes the movement a lot harder, and also forces the knee to bend at a much more steeper angle or deeper angle, which increases the quad recruitment, which will make your quads burn quite a bit even without the weight. So if you don't have a dip belt and kettlebell, just walking backwards up the hill will be sufficient to get your quads burning, and also getting your knee accustomed to being bent in a deep position. Also, this should get your heart rate going. So right now my heart rate's at like 125, 130, which essentially is in like moderate cardio range while having a resistance element to it. No, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Then once I reach the top, I'm going to do 10 single arm 360s. And then with the kettlebell, I'm going to do 10 clean to presses. So clean press for 10. Switching sides. Between these three exercises, the whole body's at work, and at the end of this, my heart rate's at 140. I'm going to try and maintain a similar pace. This was my third set. Probably going to do 6, maybe 10. I'm not too sure because I want to do some more variety of hill movements. But yeah, this is what's going on now. So for the next movement that I'm doing on the hill, I've attached a handle to the kettlebell, and I'm going to do pull-throughs as I crawl up the hill. So I'm going to pretty much bear crawl up the hill, but each time I'm going to pull the kettlebell through my legs with opposite arms. It looks like this. So I'm going to be in a position where the handle is behind my legs, and then I'm going to reach through, pull. Then I'm going to crawl ahead till the handle is behind my legs again, and then pull. The act of staying in this bear crawl position is going to keep my shoulders engaged for the entire duration as I climb up the hill. And then each time I pull the weight up, there are quite a few muscles at work, but mostly it's the shoulders. Think of it almost as an upright row in an awkward position. And this whole time when I'm staying in this crawled position, my shoulders and chest are involved isometrically, and my core has to stay involved the entire time as well. Also, the act of pulling through requires some core and oblique activation. So you're targeting quite a bit of the abs. Also, the legs are involved in the act of climbing up the hill. And also, the hill is long and steep, and so it takes me a long time to get up all the way, which adds an endurance and cardiovascular component to it. The fact that all the muscles are involved in the body will increase heart rate quite a bit, also increase growth hormone response. And just overall, it'll build a level of toughness as well. You'll notice as I crawl, I bring my knee to the elbow, which forces a contraction in the obliques. Then with the kettlebell, I'm going to do 10 ballistic rows. So 2, then with the steel mace, I'm going to do alternate 10 to 2s. So it looks like this. Alternate single arm 10 to 2s. So going for 10 each side. So yeah, this was my second set. Probably gonna do 1 or 2 more, and yeah, on to the next thing. So for the final set of things, walking backwards down the hill. and then I'm going to sprint up the hill with the kettlebell behind me. The act of walking backwards down the hill requires its own kind of balance and coordination, and though it's not overly muscularly taxing, it's an interesting movement regardless, and I feel a pretty good stretch in my ankles and calves from it. And I'm going to switch the hand that's holding the kettlebell on each set to even that part out. And once I reach the bottom, I'm going to sprint up with the kettlebell being dragged behind me. Not supersetting this with anything else. I'm just gonna do 3 or 4 sets of this, and that'll be it for today's workout. That's all for today's video. See you all tomorrow.